Welcome back to Sea Encounters Battleships. It's Harnas here, and in today's episode we are going to see the last battle of round 1 of the finals. And this is the secondary bracket. So we've got Amimai SF12h battleship fighting against Skullsplodder's Athos. So two very different designs. One armor heavy, I would say, and the second one is definitely a gun heavy kind of approach to a battleship. So let's see how this one is going to be to play out. What's going to be the result of this battle? For me, I think that the key to success here for Athos is to disable as more guns as possible, as quickly as possible on Amimai's battleship. And not only guns, I think those torpedoes, dismounting those torpedoes would also be very good. For Amimai, I think is to just keep the pressure, just lay down the firepower on Athos and be able to disable the guns as quickly as possible, and then finally go and finish the job. And I think that for Amimai, finishing the job might be essential because the battleship did not get too many scores in the voting. So I think that the combat victory, decisive combat victory, would really be very important here. So for now, Athos 97%, Amimai 93%. So for now, the better of the exchange goes to Athos, who seems to be still pretty much well operational. I think just 2 secondaries and 1 main gun have been disabled on the Athos by the SF12h. Okay, how's the situation looking at the Amimai's creation? All right, looks like some of the guns in the middle have been indeed knocked out. However, the armament is still very potent, and torpedoes are still being launched from both front and rear launcher. So it still possesses, it's still a threat. And yeah, just take a look at that. Looks like Amimai was able to close the distance pretty much, just 2% points between both designs. So some of those shots started to land, and perhaps maybe even torpedoes might have landed, but this one definitely is going to pass by. And let's take a look at the middle section here. Okay, yeah, well, I think that Athos never seen such a punishment being delivered to the middle section of its side here. I think that the damage, just taking into account that only 3.5 minutes have passed, the damage is pretty significant, I must say. But still, armament-wise, it's capable. Only 3 guns have been disabled, the main guns and the secondaries, all of them, unfortunately. But other than that, it still definitely poses a threat, and Amimai's ship is not really known for being too tanky. So a couple of well-placed shots could end the fight. All right, some shots indeed land, and let's have also look at the Citadel section here. Okay, yeah, some holes here and there, but nothing looks too worrying, to be honest. Still, those primary and secondary guns, they possess a pretty significant threat. to Athos, and torpedoes are being launched. I believe that the closest Athos is to SF, the bigger there is a chance for the torpedoes to actually land. Okay, looks like Athos is listing quite heavily now to a side. I've seen it before. If too many compartments are broken, then it has a tendency to lean to one side. And yeah, some of those torpedoes are passing really close. They might even turn around. No, this didn't. Okay, looking at the score, yeah, it looks like the barrage from Athos have definitely went significantly down. Looks like the gap between the ships have practically been nullified. And we are approaching the 6th minute of the battle, but yeah, it's still far away from the end, so I'm not sure if this one is going to go to the distance. So one of the battles in the finals that Athos participated in against Agincourt, it went to the distance. However, Agincourt did not possess that powerful set of armament, so I'm not sure if this is going to be repeated. However, I would say 60% of guns on SF battleship have been disabled, so who knows. But definitely this citadel of Athos is going to be put to the test. And yeah, right now SF have passed actually Athos in the score, so just slightly, but nevertheless I think that this can be a turning point here. Torpedo launchers still intact, they still can land torpedoes, and any ammunition that is not being consumed by the destroyed turrets can be pretty much redirected to those torpedoes, and they can keep on laying those spreads, and they can keep on pushing and pressing on the Athos. Okay, some well-placed shot by SF12h. Just the superstructure element have been totally blown off, so that have costed Athos quite a lot of resource points. Okay, pretty much only one turret is operational on Athos, just the front one is able to fire reliably. The rear ones also can fire, but this is not a full power shot, and accuracy for sure is going to be very much lacking. 82% for Athos and 87% for SF12h. I think that Athos would really need either a decisive critical hit to the citadel or some good disabling shots to the armament of Amimai's battleship to be able to be victorious from this battle. So let's have a look. Okay, some good shots from Athos just landed. Let's have a look at how the torpedoes are being aimed, and yeah, they seem to be missing Athos on the stern side. But if those engines are going to be knocked out or some of the propellers destroyed, they could start to land. And actually I think that this one front torpedo is actually going to land. Yeah, indeed, it did land. So I'm not sure how well protected Athos is from the bottom, but we don't need to know because looks like Athos have managed to actually land a critical strike as we have been observing that battleship. So yeah, indeed, looks like the shot, yeah, perhaps, yeah, it looks like it might have been this corridor that the shell have been able to make through the SF12h battleship and reach the citadel, and as a result detonate the stored armament and disable the AI. So let's just give a chance Amimai to do its well-known explosion procedure. I have never seen a more violent blow in any other of the ship. It's really a huge explosion. I think that all this armament, it just needs a lot of ammunition to feed. So right, yeah. So Amimai is gone. Amimai's battleship is gone. How about the torpedoes? Are they still en route? Yeah, but I think that all of them have actually passed by Athos, so only a small fraction actually landed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So congratulations to Athos. It's going to continue its journey in the secondary brackets, and for Amimai's creation for SF12h, this was actually the last appearance. So condolences and congratulations for being able to make it to the finals. I think it's a great achievement in itself, and thank you for bringing such a powerful opponent into the competition. So to everyone, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.